yourself dizzy when they boogaloo. LA to Manhattan is an open door for you. So dance yourself dizzy. This is dynamite. Baby, we should be dancing back to back tonight. Sometimes you get a thing from me and you want my company. Oh yes you do, baby.
Well, all the members of the team met at Rita Pover's school in East London, and they've been together for 3 years. Their ages range between 16 and 22, and between them they've quite a collection of prizes, not only as a team, but also as couples and individuals. Rita, by the way, claims to have been one of the first to start teaching disco dancing. That's 6 years ago, and in fact published a book on the subject. Discos apart, though, she can also claim the distinction of having invented several championship dances, including the Saunter Reeve and the Regis Waltz. Obviously a lady of many talents. This is her team doing very well for her tonight. Rita Pover's Disco Dancers.
See me for who I am. Or do you find me easy? Do you love me enough to wanna stay right here beside me? You gotta guide me. Come on, guide me. Oh, is it love that you're after, or just a good time? Tell me, baby, is it love or just a good time?
It's Blind Date, and here is your host, Miss Cilla Black.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Blind Date, the show that makes more matches than Bryant and Meg. And over there, hoping to strike it lucky, are 3 young fellas waiting for a blind date. So let's go over and meet them. Oh, and aren't they lovely girls? Yes. Even a few fellas said yes. Let's start with you, number 1. What's your name and where do you come from?
I'm Glyn from East London.
Oh, Glyn. What do you do for a living, Glyn?
I'm a travel manager, travel agency.
Oh, yes. Have you travelled a lot yourself, Glyn?
Yeah, fair places, Bognor, Bournemouth, those sort of.
What are your hobbies, Glyn?
Swimming, skiing, breeding Amazonian ferrets, that sort of thing.
No, I don't know much about breeding animals. You know, I know enough about breeding children, but not animals. Is there such a thing, Amazonian ferrets?
They breed mostly in my part of the world.
What are you laughing at, number 2? I can see you laughing.
What up his trousers?
Oh, dear. Well, we won't go into that. Mind you, it looks so the ferret has. Moving quickly on to number 2. Make that decision. And her name's Janet, and she's all the way from Buckinghamshire, near where I live. Come on, Janet, come in. Well, they don't know what a treat they're in for over there.
I don't know what treat I'm going to be in for. Question goes to number 1. I love dancing, but what name would you give to your dancing style?
Well, if you love dancing, or depending on what sort of dance you like, I think you could be a good contender for the Vladimir Rimsky-Korsakov Night Fever Hop, which, if you excuse me, goes something like this.
pulled his leather trousers up after he finished.
You know, people often write into the show and suggest things they'd like to do with me. Unfortunately, quite a lot of the suggestions still carry the death penalty. But one young man had such a good idea that we couldn't resist it. He's in the audience tonight, so let's go over and meet him. Ladies and gentlemen, Glyn Norris. Here we go.
I'm very well, thanks.
Good, thanks. Right, Glyn, now tell us where you're from.
I'm from Chingford, in East London.
And what do you do?
I work for Britain's largest retail travel agency chain.
Can't tell me who they are. You're not allowed.
Well, am I?
Whisper it to me. It's supposed to disappear now like that. It doesn't matter. Now, so you work for a holiday company, and
Yep.
you go on some of the trips, don't you, to make sure everything's right.
Some of the time, yeah, you go away on what they call educationals.
And what's actually happened with your job, or some of the things?
What sort of funny story?
Well, yeah, I mean, tell us what happened on this flight. It was the flight, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I was coming back from Florida in 1990, in September, on holiday. And the stewardesses on the flight were very good, very amusing, very funny. One particular, a young lady called Sarah, was extremely friendly, and we were getting on very well. Before we actually took off from Orlando, she put a flight bag, one of these big cabin crew bags, in between the seat where I was sitting and my friend who I went on holiday with. And during the flight, I wanted to get a message to her, but I couldn't do it during her duties. So I thought, well, let's get a sick bag, write a little note on it, sort of, hello, I'm Glyn, sitting in seat 24A. What's your phone, or, you know, like to phone you, or can you phone me, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I think
You were
lovely.
pulling.
Yeah. And I unzipped the bag and put it on the top of the bag and zipped it up. So we landed at Bangor, Maine, and everybody got off, including Sarah, and this bag was still there. And all of a sudden there was a tap on the shoulder, and the most enormous 21-stone man I had ever seen looked over and said, "Thanks for looking after me bag, mate." Took the bag and went off, and he's got this love note in his bag, you know, to phone me. Yeah. So obviously we were the last off the aircraft, because I didn't think if we had actually got off, we would ever got back on again. And he hadn't opened the bag. So we all got back on again, and I thought, well, this is going to be terrible, because this guy's going to open this bag. But as luck might have it, the bag was put back because there still wasn't enough room to put it anywhere. So I was just about to get the zip undone again to take the note out, and he leaned over and said, "I need my travelling air cushion." You know, those things you put on the back of your neck. You know.
Oh, they look lovely, those.
They're lovely things, aren't they? You hang things somewhere. So he took the bag back, and I just couldn't bear it. So I shut up and I said, "Do not open that bag." I said, "Because you will find a message from me to phone me when you get in, because I think you're the nicest air hostess I've ever seen." So he opened the bag, took the note out, and he said, "Can I keep it?" So we've got a nice two-bedroom semi in Chigwell.
So you sorted it out, right? That's where
Yeah.
Well done. Okay. Nice story. Now, what's the thing you want to do?
Dancing in the streets.
Yeah. The Bowie and Jagger.
Yeah, that's right.
And we're going to do it together, okay? So let's go over here. Okay? Yep. Come here. Right, we've got all the cameras round the right way. If you want to go over to your area, which one are you going to be?
I'll be Bowie.
Well, I'll be whatever I want. All right,
Okay.
Something like that. Okay, so Glyn's ready. The best of luck, Glyn. Over to you, Don. Let's do the number. Here we go. All right. Calling out around the world. Are you ready for a brand new beat? The summer's sweet and the time is bright.
across the nation, a chance for folks to meet. While we're laughing and singing, and music singing, dancing in the street, Philadelphia. Dancing in the street. Baltimore and Messina. Dancing in the street. Don't forget Bush. Dancing in the street. On the streets of Brazil. Dancing in the street. Back in the USSR. Dancing in the street. No matter where you are, all we need is music, sweet music. There'll be music everywhere. There'll be swinging and swaying, records playing, dancing in the street. Oh, it doesn't matter what you wear, as long as you are there. So come on, every night, grab a girl, everywhere around the world, and be dancing. Dancing in the street. Dancing in the streets. Dancing, 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 dancing in the streets.
Please give me a chance to get my breath back. We'll see you in a minute after the break. Hold on.